Hey, what's up guys, it's Adder here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to introduce you to the wonderful world of passive income. In case you are new to my channel, I am a Gen Z senior European law student in the Netherlands. Besides, I am deeply involved into investing environments such as the US stock market and cryptocurrencies. I got my first share in the oil industry, so shame on me, at only 18 years old during high school. Why I did that is because I wanted to take advantage of my age and let it roll over time, in order to accrue interest and benefit from the snowball effect. But I got rid of that because I do not sustain such an industry that's really devastating for the environment. No, I can't do that. That's why I invest into green energy stocks right now. Alright guys, since the topic is passive income, I feel obligated to explain what that actually means and my personal experience with this concept. Stay focused and subscribe! Passive income is income that requires little to no effort to earn and maintain. How awesome is that? That means that you can earn money while you sleep. Examples of passive income are rental income, dividend, bonds, and any business activity that doesn't require you to participate into. For instance, I used to run a vending machine business in the Netherlands in 2019, so before the current situation, and I continued that business model during the 2020 summer with coffee machines. What I had to do was to fill up the machines and wait for clients to buy with their coins. I could have enjoyed my sleep and I was still earning. Of course, I have to mention that it still takes some time, which I didn't have, and that's the main reason I stopped. Because once you scale it up, it requires more and more time. But it's definitely profitable. So if you have time and there are a lot of opportunities to place such a vending machine or a coffee machine in your area, then you're good to go. You just have to make the contract with the location and only then buy the machine, because otherwise you will end up with the mistake I made in the first place, which was to stay with the vending machine in the garage for a while. So make sure you have the contract with the location first. And now I'll share the script with you for how to earn money, achieve financial freedom, and retire early in your 30s through, wait for it, passive income. Do you hear that? Please subscribe and smash the like button. Thank you. Step 1. Establish your needs and spending habits. That means that you have to understand very well and acknowledge your consumption habits, what you need to live well during a month, and certainly have to track down your expenses on a chart or on an app. But what's here important is to visualize your data. This way you'll be able for the next month to cut down wasteful habits and invest to your portfolio. Step 2. Set a SMART goal. So small, measurable, achievable, realistic and reasonable, and set a timeline. In order to do that, you need to establish the amount you need in order to retire, and that depends on your age, your lifestyle, and your current expenses. Besides, it's very important to know what you're going to spend your money for after you retire. So maybe you want to start doing alpinism or become a globetrotter to see the whole world, or just lay on your sunbed on a tropical beach enjoying your smoothies. Depending on that, you have to establish your budget in order to start investing and retire early in your 30s. Or you could just binge watch Netflix as any other millennial. It's your life, you decide. I do me, you do you. Step 3. Research what works for you. This means that it might be real estate, or it might be high dividend yield stocks, or it can simply be a business model that is highly scalable and you can pass it on to your trusted people or your right hand. This way you can retire early and still enjoy gains from that profitable business. Step 4. Create an emergency fund. A simple 3 to 6 months should just do the trick. you have to put the money you need for at least 3 months into your savings account, and this way you'll protect yourself from touching your investments during, wait for it, a bear market. 5. Invest consistently according to your plan. Stick with your rules no matter what noise the market does. Once you reach your financial freedom and get your well-deserved retirement, then start applying the 4% rule on every single. This means that you can withdraw 4% of your entire portfolio and nothing will happen to your investments. The compound interest will still go on and you will still accrue interest. By following these simple rules, you'll be able to retire early and live your dream life. But keep in mind that this whole strategy depends on your spending habits and what you actually need in order to retire, what you expect from yourself. Invest as much as you can while you're still young, because the time will help you.
Right guys, let's have a look at AT&T. We go on Google, we type T, and we see here that the current price is $28.63 US. AT&T is a company that has a large range of broadcast and TV channels. Especially we can mention companies such as Cartoon Network, CNN, HBO, Warner Bros. Media, and DirecTV, which is actually one of the causes for the 1 year time frame that made it flat. But we don't have to worry about that. They already have deals with them and they plan to sell. And this price is going to recover, in my opinion, by the end of the year. Also, if we go on CNN Money at T stock, we can see that the financial analysts expect an increase in share price until $38. But I think that's not really realistic. But I think it's conservative to say that the $36 is quite reasonable. We see here that the vast majority of financial analysts delivered a hold opinion, which is actually what I do. I hold. I have a large amount of my portfolio invested in T, especially for the dividend yield, which is really high for such a well-established company. Now, if we look on the Nasdaq T dividend history page, we can see that the dividend yield is at 7.08% out of this nominal value of 28.63. So that means that for every single share you own in T, you have $2.08 guaranteed from the company. Additionally, you have to see that it is a company that classifies as a dividend aristocrat, because there is an increase with 1 cent every single year. So there are some voices this year that the streak was stopped, because we saw the fifth registration with the same amount of dividend. However, I think that until we do not see that the company has not increased the dividend for the whole 2021, we cannot decide that. So my expectation is to see a growth in dividend around the third quarter of 2021. So I think that they will keep going, because they have large investments in the 5G sector, and they have some financial distress with DirecTV and they try to sell it. So with that said, guys, let's have a look at numbers. With an initial investment of $300,000, with a monthly contribution of a minimum of $100 for 30 years, with an estimated interest rate of 7%, which is actually quite conservative when we think about the S&P 500 performance over the last century. On an annual frequency, we can see that you will have way more, over $2 million. But that's not actually true. I say it's not true because you are going to reinvest the dividends from the second year. So you're going to have one $1,816 per month from your dividends. So you're going to reinvest that every single month for 29 years, but let's keep it with 30. Maybe you want to stay one more year, or with 7%, then you are going to get more than $4 million, which is actually how you understand now the compound interest power, the snowball effect. You keep investing consistently according to your plan, and you're going to get wealthy and rich. And still, this is not the whole calculus, because you're going to get way more from the simple fact that the stock price is going to increase from this amount of $28.63. It's going to be around 40, in my opinion, by the end of this decade. Alright, now let's have a look at the numbers. I have prepared the calculations here. So if you want to invest in AT&T and you would start at $300,000 at the current price of $28.63 per share, then you'll get an amount of 10,478.51 shares in AT&T. Those shares will offer you two types of income sources: dividend income on the one hand, and on the other hand, capital gains. For every single share you own in AT&T, you'll get $2.08 no matter what. That's a dividend. So you're going to get every single year an amount of $21,795 in dividend revenue. This means that from the second year you can afford to reinvest that dividend every single year. So you're going to reinvest an amount of $1,800. So you're going to get what we saw previously. Every single year you're going to get this amount, and over 30 years you're going to get this amount of dividend revenues. Now, on top of that, for every single share you own, you're going to have a nominal value, which I estimate to increase at around $40 by the end of this decade. This would mean that you will have this amount in nominal value. We have capital gains here and dividend revenue, which will amount in 30 years to 1 million plus. However, don't forget that you're going to get at least this amount, but it should be way more than that.
If you like this case study and want to know what other opportunities are for you, then leave me down a comment and hit the like button and subscribe. And this way you'll get your next exemplification. Now you might ask yourself, but what do you do, Sadri, in order to earn passive income? What I do since 2019 is to invest into high dividend yield stocks such as AT&T and AbbVie, and stake cryptocurrencies through Binance, which is, in my opinion, the best of the best crypto exchanges. And by the way, this video is not sponsored, but this is my opinion, and I think that they should be on the first place. If you want a Binance opinion video, please leave me a comment and I'll look through it. Besides, this year I started to practice peer-to-peer money lending through an API that operates on the EU-wide single market. So I just put my money into the application, and the team takes care to pay me interest on the money invested through their platform. This way it's 100% legit, and I do almost nothing besides depositing money. The fun part is that I get an interest of 10.7%. I can guarantee you that this interest rate is higher than what your bank pays you to save through them. So just remember, you do you, I do me. That's one of the many reasons I took all the money from my traditional bank and invested them and diversified. One of the biggest reasons is that I don't want to let my money to be the victim of inflation, especially in such a situation. Don't forget, time in the market beats time in the market. Do your own research and stick with your rules. Oh, and ignore all the noise the market does. That's why I use headphones. That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, smash the like button, share this video and leave a comment down below. Till the next time!